Hello, everyone. Just wanted to say hi to you all and welcome to another live today. I hope you all had a lovely day till now. You must have come back from school, and what else? You must be had some little bit of your snacks and all ready to study now. Or you must have done a little bit of your 11 plus preparation, something or the other. All of you would have done. Pink waving hand, pink waving. Welcome, ELT. Oh, you're welcome. First of all, I would tell you guys where you can find these live today. The live is on YouTube and it's on Ambitious Learning Tuition page. And another way of going live with us is in 11 plus ALT group. So if you have lost connection any of the three platforms, you can go to the in any of the one platform you could go to the other one and you can still see the live. That's all, and let's get started now. First of all, I would like to congrats all the children who had got their results of the secondary school offers. So all of you, congratulations. I have one saying that I got into Wellington. Can I go there from? I'll go there from September. Congratulations. Just a minute. I got into Wellington. Congratulations for going into Wellington. That's really good. You got a really good school. So let's get started with the live. All of you must have got good offers of schools, and we all should get started now. So we would be doing a SATS paper. This paper is for anyone who has given 11 plus or who are giving 11 plus. This paper is suited for all of you who are given or giving 11 plus or giving SATs. So we all can start doing the paper now. I'll start sharing the screen with you all. And again, I would say that please try to subscribe to the channel if you guys have not. And then we can just get started. So here is the paper. I hope you all can see the paper. The paper can also be found in the description of in YouTube and in other platforms also. I have put the paper there, so you all can look at the paper and then start doing it with me. Are you guys ready? Just give me a thumbs up if you guys are ready, so we can get started. I'm looking if you guys can give me a thumbs up. I can't see. You guys don't look like you guys are ready. Ready? Okay. Just say ready. Just write in the chat if you want to write in the chat. Just write in the chat if you are ready. So, all of you are ready, right? We'll try to complete the paper today. If we can't, then we will do another next week. We'll do part 2 of the paper. So, let's see how much we can complete in part 1 and then we'll continue in part 2. Okay, guys, let's get started now. So, first of all, in the first one, they're asking you underline the subject of the sentence below. So, they are telling you to underline the sentence, the subject. So, subject is basically what they are describing about the whale lives in the sea. You can ask your question in this one. Whenever somebody asks you, good, you have done this paper, so you would know all the answers then. That's good. So the first one is a whale lives in the sea. So what do you think? You need to think, ask yourself a question. Where does the whale live? It lives on the sea. What they're talking about? They are talking about the whale. So your answer is Whale is the subject in this one, and I've got some right answers. Let me just put some of your answers on the screen. And another one on the screen. Whale is the subject. Good. Whale is the subject. So let's move on to number 2 now. In number 2, you have to make, you need to draw a line for the correct suffix. So, suffix is which comes in the end of a word. For example, you could say that sweet dreams. So sweet and dream, something like that. So what do you think you could put for this one here? So you have like child, champagne, neighbor, friend, and member. So you have hood and ship. So what do you think you're going to put for the first one? Child, childhood, that's good. I got all of them here. Here you go. All of them is given to you guys. Childhood, championship, neighborhood, friendship, mem membership. Good, like you take membership for your swimming or something. So childhood, champ goes here, neighbor goes here, neighborhood, friendship, you know your friendships are really good, and your membership, you take membership of. So you have all of them here now. Good. So let's move on to the next one now. Again, you have prefix. They come in the front of front of the word. So what do you think it could be? You need to draw a line to make that. So what you would do in ENDEDIS. So it comes in the front. Remember that, like you have like friend, like you have ship in the end, so you could write friend in the front. Enlarge, defrost, good, and discover. So again we got an answer for this one. Here you go, all your answer is here. Anyone else want to give me the answer? You want your answers to be on the screen. Keep typing your answers so that your answers can be on the screen. We can. So that's the answer for this one. Let's see if anybody else has written it. There you go. Another one on the screen. Let's go to number 4 now. So now you have number 4. So you have to do which sentence must end with a question mark. So you need to think about which one you think needs to end with a question mark. Shall we go around the fitness trial in the park? We could go tomorrow if you like. What I really like is the rope bridge. Let me know what you would like to do. So what do you think the answer could be for this one? First one, good. It would be the first one. So you will put in the first one question mark. There you go. So let's move on to number 5 now. In number 5, you have to do which sentence is punctuated correctly. So you have to think again which sentence is punctuated correctly. And then you have is Netherlands, we are going on Saturday. Finally, I think I understood what you mean. Considering all these effects, the result was disappointing. At the last count, there were 20 people coming. So what do you think would be the question mark in this one? It would be the second one. Good. So just putting your answers on the screen. So it would be the second one. Now let's move on to the next one. Number 6 now. Oh, number 6 now. Again, you have to tell me which sentence use commas correctly. So you have to think about the commas and see which one is. The brand will perform at concerts in Bradford, Manchester, Birmingham, Nottingham, and Sheffield. The children could choose a play netball, cricket, hockey, or tennis. Owls, bridge. Which one do you think? I think so. I already got the answer before my reading. Yes. In this one, no. Are you guys giving for this one now? You think sixth is second? Yes, sixth is second. Good. So it's again the second one. You need a comma. Play netball. And the comma is given correctly. Can you see it? So they're not asking you about missing, they're asking you which one is. So now you have number 7. In number 7, they're asking you which sentence is punctuated correctly. So now you have to think about the sentence which is punctuated correctly. So it's at 1 ounce, then you have brackets, around 1 tablespoon of yeast to you for your bread mix. Add 1 ounce, around 1 tablespoon of yeast to your bread mix. Which one do you think would be? It is the third one. Good. Now you have number 8. Have we done number 7? Let me just see. Oh, yes, we did. In number 8, they're asking you which sentence expresses the greatest certainty. So, which sentence do you think it would be? Try reading the sentence in your mind and then you all could get the answer. It may rain later in the week. The trains might arrive late again today. I will walk through the park to get to school. It should be sunny and warm tomorrow. So, which one do you think is the right one? Number 8 is 3. Yes, I will walk through the park to get to school. So the answer for this one is 3. So let's move on to number 9. In this, you have to put inverted commas. So you guys need to tell me where should I put the first pair of commas? Where should I put it? The African elephant, the largest land mammal in the world, can weigh up to 6.6 tons. So which one you think I should? My first one should come where, and my second, there are 2 commas which are missing here. So you need to tell me where should the first one and second one come. So keep looking at them and see. The largest land mammal. The African. Oh, this is the right answer, guys. Well done. So your first comma should come here. The African elephant, comma, the largest land mammal in the world, another comma. It should be like this, not what you guys are writing in the chat, like. So this is the way how your comma should come for this one. Number 9. So let's move on to number 10 now. In number 10, it's that what does the word them refers to in the sentence below. So you need to tell What does this word? Although deserts are very, very dry, in rich variety of plants and animals can survive in them. So what does them refer to? So you need to think about what is them refer to in this one. So you if you look at the text, it's telling you about deserts, it's telling you about plants and animals. So your answer could be any three of them. But if I read the sentence, it tells me although deserts are very dry, a rich variety of plants and animals can survive in them. So what are they talking about basically? You need to think what they're talking about. Although deserts are very dry, look at the first one. They are saying that the deserts are very dry. A rich variety of plants and animals can survive in them. So they are talking about plants and animals they can survive in them. Survive where? Where they can survive? All of you are giving me the wrong answer. So you have to think carefully where they can survive. Where can the plants and animals survive, basically? That would be your answer. So your answer would be one. That would be desert. So all of you have given the wrong answer. So now you have to look at this one and see which one makes more sense. William Shakespeare, the famous writer, is was born in Stratford upon Avon in I have something which can read for you. Let's see if that person is ready to read because that person is very.
William Shakespeare, the famous writer, was born in Stratford upon Avon in 1564 and later will move to London where he will became an actor. Even today, Shakespeare's plays are performed around the world.
Okay, so the sentence has been read. So, what do you think you would do for the first one? William Shakespeare, the famous actor, is born doesn't make sense. So, what you would write for this one? It will be was for this one, was born and later moved. Will not make sense. Moved to London where he became an actor. Today, Shakespeare plays obviously are performed. So they are still performed. They are not over. They are still doing it. Good. So let's go to number 12 now. You need to make a line for that. So they're asking you what is the antonyms for them. They are the antonyms means the opposite. So near, something is very near, something is very. These are so easy ones. You guys are doing so hard ones. Near and far, cold and hot, distant and close, warm and cold. They are so easy for you guys. So this is the one for this. Now we are moving on number 13 now. You need to think about the semicolon in this one. The suitcase was heavy. The box was lighter but more awkward to carry. So where you think you could put the semicolon now? So try thinking. So let's do it. Which one you, what do you think it is? Where should we put it? Oh, here we got it. Good. The suitcase was heavy. The box was lighter. It should come here, but more awkward to carry. So now we have number 14. Write the contracted form of the underlined words in the boxes below them. So, what do you think you could write for the first one? Liam. Liam was not completely surprised at the knock on his door that morning. In fact, he has been waiting for the particular visitor. It is good to see you, he said, opening the door. Good. So let's take a text box here and write it for you all. I don't need capital. Where is the top one here? That's for the first one. Second one is and the third one is and let me see what you guys have done so I could take some of yours now. Well done, guys. Let's do the next one now. The next one is you need to think about what is the word class of the underlined words. I have two brothers. Brent is older and Stanley is younger than me. So, what do you think the answer is? Let him also read for you guys.
I have two brothers. Brian is older and Stanley is younger than me.
Do you think it's adjective, noun, adverb, adjective, or a verb? Which one of them? Are you sure it's adverb? Think carefully. It's an adjective, not adverb. That was our thinking. It's an adjective for this one. So let's get this one now. It's a adjective. So number 16 now, you need to insert a dash in the correct place in the sentence below. And the word is, you want that person to read the word for you? Here you go.
The story was exciting. It was full of action and adventure.
So where you think you need a dash here? After what word basically you will put the dash? Adjectives, adjectives, another one. So the dash would come after. If you guys don't know that, let's do it. The boy was exciting. Yes, you got it. Okay, good. It will come after exciting. So your dash will come here. Next one now. Which sentence is which sentence is most common? Formal. Getting enough sleep is important, is not it. Let's set off early for tomorrow, school tomorrow. Do you fancy coming with us to the park? It is essential that we remember our water bottles. So, if formal means which is more formal, this type of thing also comes in your 11 plus. So, what do you think it is now? Which of the sentence do you think is a formal one? So, let's see if somebody's written the answer. No. It's saying that do you fancy coming to the park? Yeah, it's the fourth one. Good. Because see, formal means which is very formal. It's essential that we remember our water bottles. So this is something which is really formal. So let's move on to number 18 now. Number 18, you need to circle two words that are the synonyms of each other in the passage below. So let him read the passage for you for the time being.
The school will supply all meals during the trip. If parents wish to provide children with additional drinks, they may do so.
So what do you think? There are two words in the sentence which are same meaning of each other. So which two words do you think supply and provide? Good. So the two words are supply and provide. To supply something and
Supply.
to provide something. Let's move on to 19 now. So in this you have to do is you need to underline each of the clauses in the sentence below as either main clause or subordinate. You guys must have done what is subordinate and main clause. So main clause is which can stand on its own and the sentence makes sense. Subordinate clause is the one in which you give extra information. So think about what I've just told you guys and then tell me after they had been for a swim, can this stand on his own or not? The boys had a drink. Think about the same thing again. Because they were very thirsty. If I look at that before, because they were very thirsty. Remember that whenever you have a subordinate clause, you put things like that, and you put a conjunction in front of them like and, because, or like something like that. So I think so I've given you guys a really big hint. So with this hint, you can come to know what is a subordinate clause and what is the main one. So let me do this one for you all. So this is a subordinate clause. This is the main clause. And this one is also a subordinate clause. So I hope you guys did this way. SMS. Good. So let's move on to number 20 now. In number 20, they are telling you that you need to insert a pair of dashes in the correct place in the sentence below. So let him read the sentence for you all now.
The Caspian Sea, which is a saltwater lake, is the largest inland body of water in the world.
So where you think I'm going to put the pair of dashes here? Dashes is basically when you are given extra information about something, you just put them there. Uh, I didn't get the answer, so let me just do it. So in this one, the the Caspian Sea will be a dash here, which is the largest lake, another dash here. So these are the places you're going to put your dashes. Good, I got the answer here also. Well done. So let's move on to 21 now. 21, you have to put colon in the right place. So let him read the sentence till you guys give me your answer.
Insert a colon in the correct place in the sentence below. Many fossils are not as big as people think. Some are so small that you need a microscope to see them.
Let's just remove them. I don't know what did I do.
Insert a colon in the correct place in the sentence below.
I'm just taking the makeover. I hope you can see it. I just messed it around. So where you think we will be able to put the semicolon here? Is a is a colon, sorry, not semicolon, a colon. So the colon would be, let me think about it, would be after, let me just get my pen. Many foreigns are not as big as people think. After that, you will have it here. Your colon would be here. So did you guys also got the same one? So your colon will come here for your answer. So let's move on to number 22. Again, you have to make a line to match each of the sentence to its description. Use e description. So basically, you have to think about which one makes more sense. Jack was cycling, Jack cycled, Jack is cycling. An action in progress in the present, an action in progress in the past, an action in the past. So Jack was cycling. So it's already done, because if you have something like was, that is normally a past tense. So this is an action in the past. The second one is Jack cycled. He's already done. Oh, sorry. I did it wrong. Just a minute. Was cycling the action of him doing cycling, an action in progress in the past. So the act would be this one. And Jack cycled. This one would be an action in the past. And the third one, Jack is cycling. He's still doing it. This is an action in the progress in the present. So it will be like this. So you have to think about how to do it. Like, don't do the mistake what I did. I just read the first sentence and I just said that's the past. I didn't read the three on the side. So 22 is done. So let's move on to 23 now. 23 is that which option is punctuated correctly. So you have to think about which option is punctuated correctly. So let him speak now for you all.
Take 1. He is famous for his innovative music, a mix of recorded noises, traditional instruments, and songs. He is famous for his innovative music, a mix of recorded noises, traditional instruments, and songs. He is famous for his innovative music, a mix of recorded noises, traditional instruments, and songs. He is famous for his innovative music, a mix of recorded noises, traditional instruments, and songs.
So what do you think the answer is for this one? It's the first one, second one, third one, or the fourth one. You have to look at the punctuations and see which one is punctuated. You think it's the first one? Yes, you are right. 23rd is the first one. Let's take that. Is the first one. Good. Now you have to underline subordinate clause. Remember what I told you about the subordinate clause? Subordinate clause is a clause which can't stand on its own. So you have to think what it is. Subordinate clause can be in the front of the sentence or it could be in the back of the sentence. So what do you think the subordinate clause is? And if you want us to read the sentence, here you go. Come on, read the sentence for them.
When the crowd heard the clattering sound, they gasped in astonishment.
What do you think it will be? When the crowd, good, that's the subordinate one. When the crowd heard the clattering sound. So in this time, they have put the subordinate clause in the beginning. So let's move on to 25 now. In 25, use the information in the box to complete the sentence below with a relative clause. Remember to punctuate your answer correctly. My grandma, they could be multiple answers for this one. My grandma loves traveling, went on holiday to Spain. So you have to think about the relative clause. So I'm just writing one. You could write your sentence also. It's absolutely fine because there could be different sentence for everyone. My grandma who loves traveling My grandma, who loves traveling, went on holiday to Spain. You could also write the sentence what you guys want. So there could be different sentences for this one. But remember, it should be related to like loves traveling, something like that. So you could also say that my grandma, who loves traveling, I've done that. My grandma, whose love of traveling was famous. My grandma, who loves to go on a holiday, who enjoys flying, who is love with traveling. Yes, you can write as many as you want in this one. So they are different for this one. It's not only one. So you could write as many you want in this one. The answers would be different for this one. So let's move on to 26 now. In 26, you need to what are the word classes of the two underlined words in the sentence below. So there are two words which are underlined and they could be noun or adjective or adjective.
The
Which
erosive
one?
force of the sea erodes the coastline.
So what do you think these two words are? Are these two words noun or adjective or verb, noun or verb, or adjective or adverb? What do you think these two things are? So if you look at the sentence carefully, you know that it looks like it is something related to an adjective. So what do you think the other thing it could be? Good. It is not adjective and adverb. It's something different. It has one adjective for sure. But the other thing is not adjective, it's adjective and a verb. So it's adjective and a verb. So move on to 27 now. And again, they're asking you the same thing. Insert the correct punctuation into the sentence below. So I'll try doing this one for you. So they are saying what again there could be different punctuations for this one. I would do this one. It goes here. What time does the concert start? It's like a question because I'm asking a question to someone. Question mark, inverted commas. Whispered Dad as we took our seats. So this is the one I have done. There could be another two other ways for doing this one. So now we are on 28. So let's go on 28. You have to be really carefully when you do your punctuations because this type of questions or punctuations correctly also come in 11 plus. What is the sentence below? So let him read the sentence to you guys now. Oh, I underline instead of asking him to read.
Sophie asked the teacher which page we had to read. Tick 1. A question, a command, a statement, an exclamation, 1 mark G006142, the 14th of January 2019, 10:43 a.m.
So what do you think it is basically? It's a question mark, a command, a statement, or an explanation. So if you look at the sentence carefully, what does it look like? You say that it looks like a statement. Good. So you also need to remember what a statement is, what is subject, and all this. If they would have said that, what is the subject in this, you guys would have just done it carefully. And in this, they are telling you like a statement. Sarifai asked the teacher which page we had to read. So this is like a statement. She's asking her teacher, what should we read? It's not like a question mark or something like that. So now, how does your use of the passive in the sentence in the second sentence affect the word in the information presented? Max dropped the red bucket. The red bucket was dropped. It does not say who dropped the bucket. It shows that the action happened in the past. It shows that it was an accident. It does not say why the bucket was dropped. So, what do you think would happen in this one? Question 29. How does the use of the passive in the second sentence affect the way the information is presented? So, what do you think it could be? Because we are looking at this one, the red bucket was dropped. In the first one, they told you who dropped the bucket, but in the second one, they didn't even tell you about the bucket, who was responsible for dropping the bucket. So, all of you are giving the right answers. So, the answer for this one would be good. So, your answer is this one. So, let's move on to number 30 now. In number 30, they are telling you now, circle the four nouns in the sentence below. So, all of you should know what the nouns are. So, I'll do this one for you. So, four nouns are strength is your first noun, then you have the wind, then you have the trees, and the last one is the forest. So I know that all of you must remember what nouns are basically. So don't forget what nouns, adjectives, adverbs, all these things are when you're preparing for 11 plus. Because I have seen that children when they prepare for 11 plus, they forget the basic grammar and they go with all the hard stuff. So let's move on to 31 now. I've already got the answer for 31. Well done. So in this, you have to
Circle the possessive pronoun in the sentence below. The house next to ours, which belongs to Mrs. Green, is for sale. 1 mark.
So you need to remember what a pronoun is first. What is a pronoun? Pronoun is something which is used instead of a noun. And they are saying possessive pronoun. So you need to know what a possessive pronoun is. And after you guys know what it is, you know that the answer would be ours. Ours, sorry. That was next to ours. So all of you got the answer right. So let me use our pen and circle your answer. So let's move on to 32 now. My teacher wants to write. So let's have a person read it, then I'll write it for you guys.
The teacher wants to write a sign to remind children to turn the lights off. Write the command that the teacher might use on the sign. Remember to punctuate your answer correctly.
So remember, you have to use the right punctuations. In this also, you can write different answers. What command can your teacher say? Switch off the lights. I'm looking at where is that? I can't find it. Oh, I found it. Exclamation mark. Switch off the lights. So I have written this one. You could also write another one. So they are different for this one. It's not only one answer for this one. So let's move on to 33. 33, they're asking you to circle the relative pronoun in the sentence below. The children who were going swimming had their lunch earlier than we did. So the children already had their lunch. So again, you have to think what a pronoun is, and relative pronoun is something related, is something like your subordinate. So what do you think it is? Like a conjunction. So it will be who. Good. Let's use our drawing now. And the answer is who. So let's move on to 34 now. In this, you have to circle the subordinating conjunction in the sentence below. So you know what conjunctions are, and then think about subordinates. The word subordinate is that you know that they can't stand on its own. So try think about that. The question is, they are saying that since it is sunny today, we can play rounders or cricket. So what do you think the answer could be? Yes, it would be since. Well done, guys. It will be since. Good. So now 35 is you have to rewrite the sentence below in the active. Remember to punctuate your answer. You know what active and passive is. Passive is which is over, and active is which is still going on. The dog was fed by Bill. So you would start the sentence with, because it says Bill, you need to remember you have to start with Bill. Bill fed the dog. So that could be your answer for this one. Bill fed the dog. Good. 36 now. You have to write what option makes a sentence start with a. It, let him read for you guys.
Which option makes the sentence start with an adverbial?
So let's see what the sentence are now.
We lined up for the class photo. Take 1. It was noisy and crowded, but the photographer arrived while with big smiles on our faces. The whole class were ready, so.
The whole class was ready. So which one do you think would be the answer for this one? First one, second one, third one, or the fourth one? So the answer for this one would be your third one. With a big smile on our faces, we lined up for the class photo. So the answer is the third one. Now let's move on to 37. In this, you have to complete the sentence below with an appropriate subordinate conjunction. Dash, it rained all afternoon. The picnic was a success. So you could write different answers for this one, but remember to use a conjunction in that. So let's see. The answer for this one, I have written while, but you could also write although or even though. Only these three. Yes, while, all of you have also written while. So let's move on to 38 now. 38 again, you have to circle the coordinating conjunctions in the sentence below. And the sentence is, I started drawing a car, but then I changed my mind because I had a better idea. So you have to think what a conjunction is, and then you all could get your answer. What do you think the coordinating conjunction is? Think about a conjunction and then you will get your answer for this one. Even if, oh, we are on 38. What do you think the answer could be for 38? Let's see, what did you write? The answer for 38 is but. Good. It's not, because you need to think about a conjunction. A coordinate conjunction is the one which coordinates with your sentence, which tells you, I started driving a car. It's telling you, I started to drive a car, but something happened. What happened? So the answer for this one is but. So now we are on 39. In this, you have to circle the preposition in each of the sentence below. So what do you think the preposition could be? Let him read it for the time being till you guys
The
decide.
bird flew above the trees. The children sang many songs in their concert.
So you have to think in what the preposition is and then think about that. What do you think the answer could be for this one? The bird flew above the trees. Above, yes, and in. Good. So the answer is for 39 would be above and in. Good. So on number 40 now. So you have to complete each sentence with the simple past in the verb in the boxes. I dash my homework on the computer. Instead of to do, you have to think something about something in the past tense. What do you think you could write instead of that? I dash my homework on the computer. So the first one would be I did my homework on the computer. I dash to do a project about horses to choose something. To choose in the past tense would be chose. Choose, sorry. I to choose something or to choose something is same. I dash by making notes about different breads. Began. Big begin. Sorry, I began. Because you need to think something about the past tense. So that's the answer for your 40. Well done, the ones who are reading in the chat. I'll just try taking some of your answers because you guys are so clever. Okay, now in 41, you guys have to correct insert and hyphen. So we were very busy in the run up to the school play. So basically, in this one, you would be putting after run and up. Oh, I have not taken that. Sorry. It would be here. Just want to see if you guys have written run and up. Good. So let's move on to 42 now. Almost done, guys. If you're asking how many questions are there are 49 questions and you are on 42 now. So you have to tick on whether sentence written in the standard or non-English. So I'll do that. I were going to keep the picture to show you. So that is a non-English. We were helping to design the new school building. That's also non-standard English. The third one, he does not know nothing about football. Non-standard English. I have done all the washing up. That is a standard English. And now I'm going to check your answers if you guys have written this one. Good, you guys are writing this one again. Well done, guys. Let's move on to the next one. So, going on, the prefix, as I told you, that prefix is the one you put in the front. So, dash obey. Somebody is doing dash obey you. That is, you would write disobey in this one. And the next one, you will write dash tolerate, intolerate, I do intolerate. And someone is patient, impatient. That would be your answer for this one. And now I'm going to check if you guys have written this one. Good, you guys have. So just putting some of your answers now. Going to 44 now. Which grammatical term for the underlined words in the sentence below? So what do you think it is? So let's make him read now. Oh, I don't know why I keep underlining it instead of reading it.
The majestic lioness under the shady tree watched her cubs play. A fronted adverbial, a subordinate clause, a main clause, a noun phrase.
So what do you think it is? You need to know what all of these are. You know what a main clause is. You know what a subordinate is. A fronted adverbial also you know. And the noun phrase is which describes a noun basically. So what do you think it is? The answer for this one is a noun phrase. I just want to see if you guys have written. Good, you all have written that. Well done. 45 now. So let's tick that. Tick one box in each row to show the statement is Osprey is true or false. So you have to see the way they have used it. Is that right way or wrong way? The boy's lunch was delicious. There is only one boy. That's false. The second one is Gina put out the cat's food. There is more than one cat. That's true. The girls' party is this afternoon. There is more than one girl. That's false. And the last one, the tree's leaves were green. There is only one tree. That's also false. So you have to make sure what they are saying is true or what they are saying is false. So did you guys get your answer the same way as I did? Then well done to you guys. You did, okay. So let's move on to 47 now, 46 now, sorry. So again, you have to write down in a passive voice. The previous one you were supposed to write in an active. Now you have to write in a passive. The children grow vegetables. So how would you write that into a passive? So remember, as I told you, that passive is something which is over, it's done. And active is which is going on. So always start with the last one. Vegetables. Oh, I wrote something wrong. Vegetables were grown by the children. Always remember your full stops, because if you don't write your full stops, you won't get marks. Remember, in this, you all cannot add extra words. You cannot add extra sentences. You have to stick with the sentence only. The children grow vegetables. You have to write the vegetables were grown by the children, or the vegetables were grown. That's it. You cannot change the sentence and add something else in that. You have to stick with the sentence as it is. So in this, capitals and full stops, I'll do that one for you. Frogs are, it means that's live on land. That's, they live on land. So this should be a capital letter. There should be a full stop here. They live on land, but their eggs in water. It should be a full stop here. After full stop, your sentence always starts with your letter always starts with the capital. The eggs were, okay, we did that. And then another full stop here, and your D should be a capital again. Sorry, yeah, your D should be a capital again. In the winter, frogs, and in the end should be a full stop here. So this is what they were all missing. Remember, this is what they were missing in this. So now we are on 28. In this one, they're asking you to underline, sorry, circle 3 adverbs. So you know what a adverb is. So then you will just circle 3 adverbs for your answer. Because it was raining hard. How was it raining in adverbs? Remember, you can ask yourself a question. It was raining hard. How was it raining? Hard. The driver was unable to see clearly. What the driver could not do? See clearly. And almost, what he did? Almost crashed his shiny new car. So in adverbs, you can ask yourself questions. Good. And the last one now. In this one, you have to tick the boxes again from the verb. So Nitin had hoped for a part in the school play. So he is still hoping. That's a past present. The children were rehearsing their lines. They were still rehearsing their lines. Is past progressive. And the last one, lot of parents came to watch. That's a simple past. So again, there are things you all need to understand. You need to know what a simple past is and what the other is. Now we are on the last one. There's one more question left, I think so. You have to circle 2 determiners in the sentence below. In an hour, we will be getting on our train. A determiner is which is in front of basically a front of a noun. So you have to think about a noun and then think about, like in this one, train is a noun. Here you go, it's our. Then R is a one and is an. So that is the one. Just looking if you guys have done, because I have done. So remember that you have to be really careful. You have to be really careful in all these things, and you have to remember that. That's all for today. We are done. Let me stop sharing the screen. So how was it? Did you guys find it is really easy because you guys are preparing for your 11 plus, and some of you have already given you 11 plus and you are doing so hard work. So the SATs paper is something which is a good practice for you guys to do it, because it gives you an idea about the grammar you could get in grammar schools entrances, and it's really something really easy. So we'll if you guys have not liked the video, I would tell you guys to go and do it fast. So we can do another live video next week, same time on a Monday, and let me know. Let me see what she's writing. Oh, still writing the answers. And also let me know what you guys want the live to be next week so I can prepare myself for that, and I'll see you guys back next week. And if you have not subscribed or joined our channel, please do that in YouTube also, because in YouTube the chat is only for the members. Now we have stopped having the chat for non-members, so you have to become a member to be a part of these live sessions, to be a part of this live chat. That's all for today, guys. Maths, please. Okay, we'll do maths next week. Algebra. So all of you are struggling in algebra. Okay, guys, we'll do algebra next week. Maths, algebra, because all of you have written that. So let's do that next week. So I'll see you guys back next week now with algebra. Bye for now.